Hello everyone, it's me Connie, and I showed y'all this guillotine paper trimmer in the last video, and I was telling you that I was getting this one, which is Tim Holtz, and I was going to give you the reasons why I think I'm going to prefer this one over this one. So just one moment, but first I better say, hey, how are you doing? Today is Monday. Christmas is just like this week. It came by really fast, and I'm excited. My husband and I are going to go do some last minute things this evening and all the goodness. And who doesn't like getting out in the hustle and bustle with all the people? Well, I really don't. But we're going to go, and we just have a couple of stops to make, and that's it. So anyway, let's get to this, and I will tell you the differences. So this paper trimmer really trims nicely. If you don't hold the paper down good when you go down with it, it's going to come out all wobbly. It's not going to cut straight. This one so far, this was an 8.5 by 11 piece of copy paper, and I cut until I got this size, and the whole time it did. I wanted to. I tried cardstock and it was great, but I was like, well, let's see how it's going to do with 20-pound paper and that sort of thing. Now this is, I don't know how many sheets it is, but I don't know. Let's see if it. I wonder if I should do it at the top. And see what I'm talking about? This has the lip at the bottom, so you can measure instead of looking way over to be up here, right? So I love this down here. The metric is at the top though, and the inches are at the bottom, but it's still legible. These little squares are fourth of an inch, okay? I love that. There's the 5 by 7, 4 by 6, 3 by 5, 2 by 3.5, 3.5. I mean, it's got measurements on here as well. But this one has the inches here and the inches on this side. The centimeters are on the outside, but down here, there is no there's no stopping point down here, so that you can measure down here if you're used to cutting down here. If you cut up here, you have to really push this up good in order for the blade to get out of the way from cutting. Does that make sense? This blade sometimes is in the way up there. So there's that. This one, it seems to be right on the cusp. I mean, I did not have to push it up or anything. It's like right there. So I don't know how many sheets of paper this is. Let me see. 1, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 20-pound, 8 sheets. So let's, I'm wondering if it would be better to do that up here since it's thicker. I don't know. So see, I have to hold it up to see where it's at up here. So that's half. I have to come down here so I can see y'all. I don't want to be in y'all's head. So this is around 4 1/4. Yeah. And so I don't know if that's right or not, but we're going to see how many Very good. Very good. Cuts good. Cuts good. Love it, love it, love it. So another thing, so like this one, if you put it up there and I want to cut a 1-inch strip, let's put it at 1 inch. It's hard to get this piece of paper out, right? You have to really struggle. All right, so over here, let's do 1 inch. Where it's right there is 1 inch. I like that it's thinner. It has this right here, so you can grab smaller pieces and everything like that. So that is a good thing. But I will say that my favorite thing about this one that this does not have is this down here. This little bar here that holds your paper, and you can, this is the way I'm used to using my rotary. I always pull it down here. I do not cut far away from me. I'm down here. And the fact that the inches are on this side, you may have to look a little bit, but if it's, you know, it has these grid marks here, so it's easy to know, okay, well that's right at 4. That's 4 1/4, 4 1/2, okay, 4 3/4, and then that's at 5. So it's real easy as far as that goes, and you can kind of get when you need to go in between that. It's really not a big deal breaker for me. So I'm thinking this is at 6 inches. Right here, the ruler does go past that about to 1/4 of an inch. So that's, I don't know, but we're gonna make this a 6 inch. I tried to cut a little piece off and it did not do well. Let's try that again. I wonder if it's because it's down here. Look, that didn't make an issue. I think I was doing too softly. Let's put it up there and let's just do a little bit. Much easier. If you need to do like an 1/8 of an inch off or something like that, then you're going to want to do it at the top. So let's pretend we're going to do like an 1/8 of an inch. Very good. There it is. Nice, nice cut. Just don't do it down here and then have to do it kind of slowly. It still did it. I think I was not holding this down. It did just fine. Look how thin that is. And it was lovely. All right. So that, the biggest selling point for me, and even on both of them, you have to hold this plastic down because it holds your paper in place, okay? So if I was to do that 1/8 of an inch like that and I just held this paper, let's see what happens. See, it did not do well. So let's do it again. Holding this plastic, perfect. So you want to hold this down and keep it, it will hold the paper in place. When I use my rotary cutter, let me bring it over here and just show you. It's kind of cumbersome. That's why I wanted this, a smaller something at my desk so I can just do little cuts instead. But I just wanted it. And then, so if I'm doing just a little bitty cut, if I held it here, it still does a good cut. But when I hold that plastic down, I just feel like it holds the paper in place, right? This is linked down below as well. This is Precision. It's rotary cutter by Fiskars. And this by far is my absolute favorite paper trimmer of all paper trimmers. This is the one. I have had this for years, and you can tell it's pretty dusty from the paper and things like that. The one thing that you may have to get used to is the fact that there's no lines right here. It stops at 5.5, and then 6. I know from using it so much, I know that that's going to give me a true 6-inch cut right here. Okay. Beyond that, I have difficulty unless I mark it. You know what I mean? This right here is can be a problem a bit, but I'm used to it, so it works out just fine for me. So it's all good. But I wanted a little something that wouldn't take up much space, and I could use it over here when I'm doing cards or tags or whatever the case may be. Now let's get one of my glassine bags. I've already cut on this one, not using this, a while back trying to do something. But let's cut on this just to see how it does with glassine, because I haven't used it yet for that. Let's just, nice cut. It did well. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Clean cut on that. So yay. So I don't think that this is going to be a problem. The one thing that neither one of these has is a safety lock over here. I don't have small children here. So, I mean, other than like when my grandkids come over, and they're grown, my grandkids, I have great grands, but they never, ever, ever come in this room. So, unless with an adult, you know what I'm saying? So this is not a big problem for me. You know what I mean? That doesn't bother me so much. Now, you that have small children that come in your craft room while you're working, and if you turn your back and they grab it, there's no safety. So just kind of be aware of that. You moms that have little ones, there's no safety catch here. All right, so there's that. This one I'm sending back, and I am keeping this one simply because this is my favorite part, is being able to hold it down here. And also, I mean, it does do a full 8.5 sheet of paper. Yay! It holds a whole full 8.5. So if you're making some little things and you want to use this, and you can measure it. So if I want to cut it in half, there's 5.5 right there. That's 5.5 right there. There we go. Yay! Isn't that nice? Love it, love it. And so with that being said, this is the reason why I chose the bigger one, because I want a full 8, where I could put a full 8.5 in here. So this is my, I can't remember, y'all, what brand this is, but this is Tim Holtz. Now, Tim Holtz they do have a mini one that's smaller than this, if you're wanting something smaller. But I am not, of course I'm not getting paid for this. Of course I'm not getting any kickbacks. The only kickback that I would get is if you go use my link down below in order to go look at this. That will help me out through Amazon. But other than that, Tim Holtz doesn't even know I exist. So there's that. But I do like this. Just saying, I'm throwing it out there. This is my favorite. So, big reason is I love this, so you can reach the smaller papers. And I absolutely absolutely love this little ledge here that you can measure down at the bottom as well. Now I can see just fine up there to measure just fine. It goes down at a slope, but I can see it just fine if I bring it close to me. And I didn't have the camera up above me, but I can see it just fine, and I don't have a problem with that. But I'm used to holding on to the plastic from my rotary cutter, so there's that. But anyway, I'm just saying I like this one better. If you want to check it out, use my link down below, and that'll take you to it, and then you can look at the smaller one as well. If you'd like, I could go ahead and put the mini down below as well, just in case you want to look at both of them. But this is not the mini. There's one smaller than this as well. All right, be blessed. Have a very, 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 very Merry Christmas, and we'll talk again real soon. And be blessed. Hugs. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.